Wow, my room is dark. Alright, let's brighten some things up in here, shall we? Open that up. There we go. That's better. Now for what I really am going to do. Whew! It's about that time. It's about that time again. That time of the year. It's time to change the oil. Hey guys, these are all my cars. I own a Jeep, Cadillac, and a Ford. You already know. No, I'm just kidding, guys. But there she is. There is my girl. Look at that. Her name is Sam, by the way, for any of you guys who don't know that. So, today in this video, basically, we're gonna be changing the oil in the car. I'm gonna show you guys how. Just as soon as I move my mom's car. Obviously, it's not my car, but that's what we're gonna be doing today in this video, guys. So, I'm gonna move the car real quick, bring mine in, and we'll get right to it. Now that that's done, alright guys, so basically in this video what we're going to be doing is, like I said before, changing the oil on the car. Now obviously you need to already have your stuff to do so. I already have my oil, which my car takes 5W30, and I use high mileage because I have quite a few miles on the car, so I use high mileage oil on the car just to keep it lasting. Right? Then you're going to need, I really forget what this was. Oh, this is a filter, an oil filter. That's what you need. You need an oil filter, okay, to be able to put on the car, because you should always replace your oil filter when you change your oil. Alright guys, basically this is also what you're gonna need. You're gonna need a jack, and you're gonna need jack stands, you know, just for safety precautions, and you know, some tools. So, jack stands, tools. You gotta jack the car up, open the hood, and be able to remove the drain plug first. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Alright guys, now with the car jacked up and on the stands, what we're going to do is we're going to go under the car and loosen the drain bolt for the oil pan. I'm going from the front, the side, however you like. Personally, I going in from the front of the car, going in like that, so I can squeeze like my whole body under. That way I can get to it better. The drain pan I use is a 16-quart drain container, so it's actually a pan. You can lay it down like this, let it drain onto here. It goes right in here. Unscrew this. Have 2 little holes to let the oil drain into. And when you're done, close it back up, and now you can carry it. You just pour it out from here whenever you're ready to dump it. So this is what I personally use. You can get this at Walmart for pretty cheap. And I highly recommend getting one of these because it makes life much more simple. You don't have to worry about scooting the pan from under the car slowly so that the oil doesn't slip over or whatever. It just goes right in there, close it, rinse this off, and now you have a container. All right guys, we're here at the front of my car and we're gonna go down below. The great thing about my car is right in the front, under the car, is a drain. The oil pan, my bad. And the drain bolt is right here. I don't know if you can see that, but that little bolt right there, that's the drain bolt for my oil pan. For any other car, it should be the same. It should be right under your motor. Maybe not right in front of the car like mine is, but the first drain pan you see is usually the oil pan when you're looking from the front. You can see another one all the way over there. Right there, that's the transmission drain pan. And you don't want to mess with that. This is the oil pan for your oil for your motor. So once you locate it, you're going to locate the drain bolt. And once you locate the drain bolt, you're going to get the correct size socket to fit over that bolt. Alright guys, so once you're done doing that, let the oil drain for about 10 minutes. Just make sure you get as much as the dirty old oil that was in your car out so you can replace it with fresh new oil. Now preserve the life of your engine much better than just draining it, putting it back on, and then putting the oil in, because you're still going to have some dirty oil inside of the motor if you don't let it drain out properly. Make sure to also have some rags, because it could get a little messy. You know, you want to try to make it as clean as possible, but nothing's perfect, all right? So make sure you have some rags if you make a mess, and even just in case, always have some rags on duty. Also guys, another good tip that you can use to get the oil to drain a lot quicker is you can pop your hood, which I have already done. What you're gonna do is you're gonna come over here, and where you fill your oil at, you're gonna pop it open. I'm gonna set this aside right here, so that way air can get in there to push out any other old oil, and it'll help drain the oil much quicker. And yeah guys, while we wait for the oil to finish draining, I just want to say I appreciate you guys for taking the time to watch the video, you know, giving me some support and a reason to be doing this in the first place. So I just want to thank you guys for taking the time to actually come watch this video. It means a lot to me, and you know, I couldn't ask for anything better than to have you guys' support, you know, you guys showing likes, subscribes, even commenting on the photo, not the photo, what am I talking about? Even commenting on the video. That, you know, give me feedback if you guys want to, just to know like how to better my videos basically. So if you have any ideas, just let me know, shoot it down in the comments below, and also give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you like what you see. All right guys, so we're gonna be coming back to the car now. It should be done draining right about now, so we're gonna take a look under the car and see what it's like, see how much more we need to go, if we need to go anymore. But I'm pretty sure we're done here draining. If you take a look down here, ain't nothing more dripping. So I think we're about good. So now we're gonna put the drain bolt back on, remove this oil drain pan and start filling her up with more oil. Alright guys, so once we finish putting the drain bolt back on for the oil pan and removing our oil drain pan from under the car, what we have to do now is locate the oil filter. And now on my Lexus IS300, the oil filter is in a very difficult position or area of the car because you have this giant intake right here, and there where I'm pointing, that is the oil filter, and it's very hard to get to. So I'm gonna try and remove it as much as possible. You know, try and stick my hand probably in there or go from the bottom, whichever way works. All right guys, now that we've removed the oil filter, we're going to now put the new oil filter on. But before we do that, I want to show you guys what I had to go through just to take this oil filter off. If you look at this oil filter right here, you can see that I had to go through hell just to take it off. As you can see, I had to do a method where you take a hammer and a screwdriver, punch holes into the oil filter, and then use the screwdriver as kind of like a breaker bar to turn it. Because when I was trying to loosen it, it would not come off. So this is the result of me taking off my old oil filter. My new oil filter, which is this one right here, it's a Fram oil filter, high mileage because I have a lot of miles on my car, and we're gonna put this now in the car. Now it's gonna be easy to take off next time because it has this little kind of rubberish material, so it's easy to grip on and turn. Now we're going to put some of the old oil on here. So we're going to take this oil filter, get some of the old oil from the oil pan, and you're gonna rub it around this rubber gasket right here. For any other IS300 owners, it's a little difficult taking off the oil filter because when you're taking it off, it's best to unscrew it from the top of the engine. But you have to get a 10mm ratchet, socket, to go with the smaller ratchet and take off this bolt. Now the location of this bolt is down here. You see, it's gonna be right there. It's gonna be holding that, if I can show you better, it's gonna be holding a tube that goes to the motor in place. Now you have to get past that tube, which is right here, this tube right here, to get down there to reach the oil filter. Alright, now once you have your oil pan with some of the old oil, what you're going to do is you're going to take the new filter, alright, and you're going to take your finger, get some of the old oil on your finger, and you're just going to put a light coat right around the ring, going all around. Alright guys, so I just put on the new oil filter. I'm about to show you the location of it right now. What it looks like now that's in the, in the place of the old filter. Looks a lot better. That old filter was black, it just matched with everything. But this one is orange, so it should be easier to see. I'm gonna show you right now. You can see it right there. Right there, orange and black. That's the oil filter down there. I hand tightened it so that way I can untighten it with my hand next time I have to change it. If you tighten it with a filter wrench, you're gonna have to untighten it with a filter wrench as well. Now we're just gonna add the new oil in, and we should be done. My car takes 5.7 quarts of oil, so that means I'm gonna need not only one of these, but I'm gonna need a smaller one. I already put the smaller one in before I started recording, so I'm just gonna fill it up the rest of the way with this one. Alright guys, now once you're finished, putting on your new oil filter, now you're gonna take a funnel and your oil, and you're going to simply just start filling it up with oil now. And that's basically the last step, and then you're done. So we're gonna do that right now. We're gonna put some new oil in here, put the car down off the jack stands, and that'll be it. Alright guys, also when you're dumping your oil, you should dump the old oil inside of the now new container that you can put it in, which is this here. You just emptied this out, and now we can put the old oil in here, take it to an auto shop, and that way they can recycle it for you for free instead of you having to dump it or throw it in the garbage and it gets somewhere, in landfills and pollutes the earth even more. Also, another benefit of this, you can check how much oil came out of your motor from here. You can see if your motor is burning oil, if not, how good it's doing. So that's an added bonus to using one of these to dump your old oil into. Alright guys, now that the oil is in the car, I'm just gonna close my hood and drop the car. Alright guys, if you liked the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe below if you aren't subscribed already, and share with your friends so maybe they can learn how to change their own oil. That's it for this video guys. Thanks. I can't stay.